What do you think is the biggest risk to markets right now?
I'm not a monetary economist, but I think the Fed has at least a mild bind right now. Economy on some things, I think there's definitely at least a little slowing. I'm not a doom and gloomer. I won't say it's we're about to fall off a cliff, but we see a little slowing, and inflation is still at the high end of the range they want. My personal guess is they cut a little bit next time. We don't trade on this. We're not Fed watchers. I could be totally wrong about this and we could do very well, or I could be totally right and we could have a lousy period. This is not how we make our money. So this is purely me. But I don't think they can do very much when inflation's still at the high end of their range. So that's a little scary. My biggest worry is probably, some of the things we've been talking about. There is a lot of froth. There is, the thing you and I talked about how this ends. It will end, but how it ends. And the old Robert Frost, some things end in fire and some things end in ice. Financial things could be the same. Some things end with long, slow, lower returns than you expected. Some things end in a conflagration. And no one knows how to forecast that. So when we have the world that we've been talking about this whole time of mob psychology and bigger moves, maybe you have a slow air out of the balloon, but maybe not. And I'm not making big bets on this myself, but I do find it a little frightening.
Right. What's happening in the political world is echoing what's going on in the financial world.
So far, if anything, I've been shocked how little, aside from Liberation Day and the aftermath, on how little some of the volatile politics around the world has affected markets. I actually think most of that is actually fairly rational. I think politics actually matter less to company earnings, which is ultimately what's going on, than sometimes people think. But historically, they do react to it. So maybe I could view this as a positive, that in this sense, maybe they're getting more rational. But it also feels a little weird that they're acting different on that front. It feels a little like they're just whistling past stuff.